The D-line is going to have a lot of attention today, especially facing off with a great UCF rushing attack. Now, if we go in a little bit tighter on the group, one of the players on the D-line has one of the most unique stories you'll find not only at Boise State, but in all of college football. Edge rusher Ahmed Hassanein is the first Division I football player to come from Egypt. And now that he's in the starting lineup, his family is making the trip out here today to come see him play live in person. His sister Gigi's here. His brother, who lives in Boise with him, is here. He dreams of going to the NFL someday. It all started watching it with his brother.
Oh, so I was watching like the Rams, and my brother was like with me, and I was like, "What's that?" And he goes, "That's the NFL." I was like, "Okay, how do I want to go there?" I was watching Aaron Donald, and I was like, "Wow, that guy is really good."
He said, "Well, how do I be like that? How can I be that guy?" And I told him, "There's no other Aaron Donald. You know, I don't know if you can quite attain that, but he took it as a challenge, and that's been his goal ever since."
Moving to the United States back in 2018, Ahmed Hassanein had big, almost impossible dreams.
And I was like, "Okay, how to get there?" And he's like, "Okay, first, you gotta go D1, then after you go D1, you gotta prove it from there."
He'd never played football, and at the time, he didn't even speak English.
Translating the game for someone who doesn't even really know the language is difficult, but at that point, everything was difficult for him.
Out of your break! His brother Corey had grown up in the U.S.
Here we go, set, go!
And was a football coach and English teacher at Loara High School.
We want to go straight back downhill!
Ahmed enrolled and joined the team. He picked up the language quickly.
There's a little bit, you're gonna see a little bit of accent there.
But picked up the sport even faster.
When COVID hit especially, because we weren't sure what was going to happen with football, we would go out to the park, but even into our kitchen, like we would just teach leverage techniques and different things like that, even within like the small and confined space of our little tiny kitchen in Anaheim.
And throughout the journey, it was his work ethic that set him apart.
My whole lifestyle has just been, I played every sport, boxing, judo, everything, so I kind of have that mentality of like, okay, I'm gonna be relentless no matter what.
Most of the time he just spent at the gym. He would go to the gym for 3 hours every night until they closed, and then I would go and pick him up, and so he just loved the grind of working out and that pain and suffering aspect of it.
Still not getting Division I looks and facing COVID-19 shutdowns in his senior year, he needed to stand out at a scouting event.
My brother wanted to compete against the best. He's like, let me go. I'm better than these guys. I know I can compete with them. And so we showed up. He competed against guys from Mater Dei, St. John Bosco, all the top programs in the country, and he was kicking butt.
That's where he caught the attention of Boise State defensive coordinator Spencer Danielson. Funny enough, he was a teammate of Corey's at Azusa Pacific.
He's a big dude, I'm a little dude, and Spencer's like, "Your brother? What do you mean your brother?" I said, "You know, I've been raising him, coaching him for the last 3 years, and he's everything you see on film and more," and so the rest was history.
Hassanein joined the Boise State Broncos, becoming the first Egyptian in history to play Division I football.
But my whole family are back in Egypt, so this is all I have. This is my family, this is my everything.
He's been able to share his culture with his teammates. Over summer, taking his annual trip home, Bronco linebacker Marco Notarini joined him in Egypt.
I'm really grateful to he came with me to experience different lifestyle, different culture, taking him places, just seeing the pyramids, getting inside the pyramids. It was good for him to just see where I came from.
There's a lot of really cool things we saw. My favorite part of it was really seeing how Ahmed is the way he is because of where he's from, and he always has a family aspect to him. Like, he's always taking care of me and Mason in the rooms here, and it makes a lot of sense because his dad does the same thing when I went over there, and his family did the same thing. So,
and it's become clear to see that for Ahmed, this means much more than just playing a game.
I have a lot of following from Egypt, and people just text me and be like, "Hey, watch this play, how did I do here? Watch this play, how did I do here?" And I'm really grateful for them.
And even after accomplishing so much, breaking into the starting lineup.
The entire story has kind of played out like a movie almost, and we're thankful every day, and we say inshallah, which means God willing. Like, this whole thing has been part of God's plan, we believe.
But still, bigger dreams lie ahead.
I mean, my goal is the NFL. My goal is just to step into that role in the NFL, and this year for me is huge because I want to prove it to anybody that I can do it.